Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are back in the Schlieffen. And nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrow. No Rage November starts today. But I will be honest with you, man. Today has been rough. I've had some okay games, but I have not had too many standout games. I like to go in, like, a lot of people don't realize this, but I like to try to get, like, what we call batch recording. You guys ever heard of that? It's where you go in, you play, like, for us, we're playing a game. We play the game a lot and try to get as many videos in one session as possible, and then I can split them up through the next few days or whatever, and then I don't have to play the game for a couple of days. That is my goal, because Lord have mercy. We were very active in October, as you guys know, and I plan on being pretty active in November as well to end out the year, because for those of you who don't know, November is the last month of the year that I actually get paid. I'll get paid for November in December, on usually the 21st, depending on whether it falls on a weekend or not. But anyway, I digress. We're about to have my best game ever in the Schlieffen. And this game is insanely close. And I say insanely close because it should not have been as close as it was. You will not believe how this one ends. Anyway, we're going to push in. We already know there's a division right across from us. We've got a GK here, we've got the Schlieffen, we've got a Gearing, we've got I'm assuming, decent player in the Gearing in the fact that they're in the Pain clan. I've heard of them, so I'm assuming they're okay. So we're going to try to support them as best we can. Now we know that the enemy destroyer is likely to go into the center map. Why? Because they always do. Now, right off the bat, our Michelangelo manages to kill their Shima, and that sets a good precedent. There's only 2 destroyers. If we can help get rid of the destroyers early, that's huge. You can see they're contesting the cap. Shocker. The division spawned mid. Of course they're going to be contesting the cap. It's a Kleber. It's got a reload booster for its main guns. Now, I'm not going to lie. This GK does something unfathomable here. He rushes forward at the same time I do, but he does not pay attention to the fact that this Kleber is fully capable of getting yeeted. Now, you can see me being able to spot the Kleber with the sonar is what helped our Gearing get a huge leg up on that guy, right? Now you can see we are getting shot at by the left flank, we're getting shot at by the Colombo, we've got the Aegir closing in to try to support his teammate, so we know the torpedoes are coming, right? We're not stupid. And as much as I wanted to torp here, this GK does the unfathomable by pushing out. Now, to his credit, he ends up getting rid of the destroyer, but at the same time, like, the way he does it, he ends up trading a lot more hit points than he should have. Like, there is no reason for him to give up this many hit points, but he gets rid of the only destroyer they had left, and that is going to be huge for the team. And he gives up almost all of his hit points in the process because, again, you know the destroyer's there, right? Now, one of the downsides here is we've got to try to survive and save our hit points as best we can. We've done some damage already. We've been very beneficial. The enemy has lost both of their destroyers early in the match, which is huge for our team. And that should give our team such an advantage going forward. But, again, our team is going to try to throw. Now, as our GK goes down, I anticipate that this Aegir is going to push forward and either try to shoot the enemy or shoot our Gearing, or come forward to try to shoot me. So I'm going to wrap back around, try to get behind the island, that way I can limit who shoots me. Also, these torpedoes are incredibly slow, so a lot of times they just simply do not expect them. And I've talked about this many times as I've done it myself. You guys know, if you've watched the channel for a while, that these torpedoes have caught me. I say these torpedoes, what I'm referring to is the torpedoes of the German battle cruisers. They're so slow that they catch you off guard because you anticipate the amount of time it takes to get to you, and then when they don't get there, you're like, okay, we're fine, and that's when you eat the torpedoes. But we get 2 good hits with the torps on the enemy Aegir. He's flooding. We've got fires on him too, I think, or at least flooding on him. And then we're going to reach out and smash this Conqueror. We've got the secondary booster rolling as well. And we Citadel the Conqueror, which is unusual. It, like, almost never happens. But I guess the Conqueror was turning towards us when it happened. But we've got the Flood going on the Aegir. We've got fires, or trying to get fires on the Conqueror as we've taken all of his hit points. And we're at 120,000 damage already. Now, I've said recently that the Izayoi Nonomi, or whatever her name is the reason she was brought in was because of the nerf to the battle cruisers, right? Like, she basically undoes everything that the battle cruisers got nerfed with, right? And so it's kind of a cheat code, basically. Now, I say that it is very situational now, because if you're on a big map, you're not going to have the range, and you'll see that occasionally where I just don't have the range to shoot people. But I'm also going to get into a situation where I rely on teammates a little bit too much in this match. Now, I'm going to do my job. I'm going to do everything in my power to give our team the best chance of winning. We have a friendly Tulsa on the right flank. We've got a Yamato that's full health right next to me. They have a couple of battleships over here. One's a GK. One is a Savetsky Rizaya. And I think, or it's a Soyuz, I can't remember. But the Tulsa is going to put himself in a position where he can get countered very easily, which is not ideal. And the GK is pushing towards us, so we're going to go ahead and start bow tanking him. Now, as he's pushing towards us, we're going to go ahead and try to line up the torpedoes early, because again, these take forever to get to the target. So I'm hoping that by the time these torpedoes are launched, or by the time they get there, he's not going to be, like, expecting them, right? So if I launch him early, he's not even looking at us. You can see I'm measuring up the Rizaya as well, but you can see the Rizaya is about to yeet that freaking Tulsa. I have no idea why that Tulsa just sat there and waited to die. You don't have torps. What are you doing? Like, you know there's battleships coming towards you. Why are you just sitting around waiting for it? Also, pay attention to that left flank. There is one battleship over there versus a cruiser and a battleship. That battleship is a full health Conqueror, or at least a very healthy Conqueror later on when we actually look at it. But as I push in, you can see I am using my secondary booster to try to help get some fires and burn this freaking Kurfürst to the ground. But you're going to see something pretty rare in this game with the way we end up getting kind of screwed over. But as we push in, the Kurfürst probably had his sonar running. He didn't finish the turn. But that's fine, because we still have torps on the right side of our ship. We're going to shoot into the superstructure here. The secondaries are already doing what they got to do. And then we go ahead and drop torpedoes, because we want to guarantee the kill, just to make sure. We don't need anything crazy going on. And he's shooting HE at us. He has killed all of my AA in this match. I have no more AA on the ship. Good thing is we don't have to worry about AA because we don't have any planes. But what I want you to pay attention to is not only did the Tulsa go down, look at this extremely healthy Yamato. What is he doing? I mean, obviously he just fired at the Kronstadt, which is what I'm going after, which is whatever. But the thing is, you're in a Yamato and there's a Russian battleship closing in on you. Like, why are you just sitting there broadside waiting to die? You know? Now, the enemy battleship is getting into the Charlie Cap, right? I'm trying to track down and get rid of this Kronstadt. I know that my secondaries can help me get rid of them, and then couple that with the main guns. I should have no trouble getting rid of the Kronstadt. Except, I don't know if it was because I was tired, so I had some bad aim, or if I was just getting crappy RNG. But I'm telling you, man, I was struggling to get rid of this Kronstadt. I've never had this much trouble getting rid of a Kronstadt in my life. But between him shooting me with HE, the Rizaya shooting me with HE from behind, the Yamato just playing like, I don't know what the heck he's doing. Remember, one of the weaknesses of the battlecruisers for the Germans, limited damage controls. And we've had to burn a lot of our damage controls for putting out fires early. And that leaves us with one, which means we've got to play this perfectly. Otherwise, we're in trouble. Now, the good thing is we do have 3 heals left. We're about to get one back, so we're going to be able to bring back a little over 10,000 hit points. But basically, most of the damage that we've done to this Kronstadt up to this point has been from secondaries and fires. I'm trying to get shots out there, but we're just getting screwed, man. We fire the guns, we get one like overpin, one like ricochet. Like, we just can't get enough damage to finish the little turd off. And you can see there we shoot at him and nothing happens. It's like, really? Like, I can't afford this right now. He gets a double fire on us. We go ahead and have to use our last damage count right there. That's a tricky one. Because if I don't get rid of this guy real soon, there's an entirely a possibility that he gets another double fire on me real quick. And we are no longer capable of putting him out. Now, we still have fight fire with fire. Or we would if it was available. Now remember, we don't have fight fire with fire, I don't think, on this build. You guys should have seen the build at the beginning. I don't think Izuyoi Nonomi has it. I think she has a special secondary skill or something down there. But I digress. The downside is, we're in trouble, okay? We gotta finish this guy off, and we need him gone yesterday. But because of this build, this is the downside of this build. It is not an accuracy build at all. So, and there, our final torque tube gets knocked out too. So not only have we lost all of our damage controls, we've lost all of our torque tubes and all of our AA, and probably quite a few of the secondary mounts to boot. Now, keep in mind, our Conqueror did manage to capture the Alpha Cap. The Conqueror and that Montana over there are going to play Ring Around the Rosie like 100 times, alright? I don't understand it. I don't understand why they ended up doing that, but it is what it is. Finally, Kronstadt realizes he's about to run out of room, so he commits to turning back in, and we are going to try to take him down. He's got one fire burning on us. We're trying to, like, get him out of here before he gets another fire. Fortunately, the Yamato did survive and kill the Razaya, but here's the problem. He didn't capture the base. If you're in that situation, and when you look back at this guy and you see that he has no health, also, Kronstadt decided to shoot AP at me, which is friendly. Appreciate that. But you can see that the RNG is just not with us right now. We are struggling out here to hit this little turd waffle. I just need him gone, game. Let me kill him. Oh my god. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. No Rage November's about to end. Please, for the love of God, let me shoot him. And of course he gets a fire. We get a fire. And is our secondary gonna finish him? Please? Secondary? Hello? Nope. Yep, secondary gets him. But when you look back at this Yama has no hit points, man. There's no reason for him to charge all the way across the map here. He should have just simply went into the Charlie Cap and captured the base after he killed the last ship over there. Right? There was no reason for him not to. And because of that, this game is going to be incredibly close. Because not only does he screw the pooch, but the enemy, or the friendly Conqueror over here, sails away from the enemy Montana, okay, and lets him capture the base over there too. Like, I don't understand what's so hard to figure out about, like, this is a domination match. We're only 200 points ahead. If we lose a ship, I'm very low health. I'll get a heal back here, but I'm very low health. If I die, or the enemy Yamato, or friendly Yamato dies, we can lose this match. It's that simple. Now, obviously, I don't plan on dying. Nobody usually does. But now they have 2 caps. We only have 0 caps. So we're not gaining any points. They are. Okay? There's 2 minutes left in this match. Can they gain enough points to win this match? It's going to be very close, folks. Closer than I care to mention. Alright? It could go either way. We are either going to win this match or lose this match based on points alone. After all of the stuff that we've done, 631 secondary hits, 2 torpedo hits, 1 citadel, 3 fisting medals, or fisting ribbons, whatever you want to call them. I know that's what Zarky calls them. 1 kill is all we got in that entire lobby. 11 fires, 281,000 damage done. And yet, we're still on the verge of losing. Now, obviously here, I turn to go behind this island because I'm expecting Conqueror to spot him. And when I realized the Conqueror was this healthy, I'm like, what have these guys been doing over here? He let his Petro die, and he has just, like, done a full loop-de-loop, captured the base, done a full loop-de-loop, let the Montana capture the base. Like, these guys are just doing circles around the islands. Now, the Montana is actually going to sit there and wait for him to come around the corner. And our Conqueror is going to actually get into the cap here, and you're going to know that the enemy Montana is there because it's contested. No longer are they doing the ring around the rosy. But the funny thing is, this guy's going to start pinging he needs intelligence data, or he needs spotting. And it's like, dude, you are the only one that can possibly spot this guy right now. But we get a beautiful look at an over-angled Montana, and we get the worst dispersion you've ever seen. But fortunately, we managed to land 2 full pins and 1 over pin on him, which gives us 291,000 damage done in this lobby. But is it enough? Look at the timer. Timer's running out. It is 422 to 417. We won by a whopping 5 points. Because that Yamato decided he didn't want to go capture the base. 291,000 damage, almost a loss. 2,800 base XP because most of my damage came from secondaries. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. And if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.